Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. And in this one, we are going to be heading to the start of the regular season, and yeah, we're going to go do that in just a minute. So, in the last one, we re-signed our players. We also had a mediocre draft. I do remember that, unfortunately. So let's go and look at this free agency class. Now, I made the lines last night after the episode I recorded or I made the lines the way I want them to look like this season. So I just wrote them down. I didn't actually get to there yet. But in free agency, I did want to do two things, which was sign Boris Chubarov, or at least offer him a contract. Doesn't mean he'll sign with us, and also offer a contract to Ola Shogren or Shugren. Yeah, I don't know. And looking at goalies, nobody I'm going to sign here because I am going to show you one thing in just a minute. But I also forgot to show you guys that John Gibson and Braden Holtby were both free agents this season. Quite crazy, not gonna lie. After those two, it really drops off too. Goes from an 86 to a 79 for goalies. But yeah, so obviously Hischier still mainly the big fish free agent out there. So I do want to show you guys one thing really quickly before we do head on to see if we did get those players. Also to see if any of those players, or sorry, no, also to see if Ronaldo gets a contract offer, and we will send him to the next season. So let's look at this. We have Craig, yeah, it was Craig Pellick, who we drafted in this past draft, 19th overall, and pretty good, medium elite, 19 years old, 65 overall, who actually has the most value out of all of our goaltenders. But then we move on to Shannon Steckel, who was our backup this season, who's a 78 overall. Then we have Benjamin Villette, who's a 76 overall. Then we have Mark Deschamps, who's a 74 overall. And we still have Luukkonen, who's an 84 overall. He went down a shit ton this offseason for some reason. Then we have Georges Maisonneuve, we just aren't going to use, really. I mean, he may be in the AHL. I'm hoping Villette and Deschamps don't get a huge jump, so they do have to go to the NHL, but we will see. So, yeah, Luukkonen, we have this contract for the next 2 seasons because I was prepared for him to be a beast. Figured he would stay around 87 and not drop 3 overall. So he is now getting paid near $10 million for the next 2 seasons. But do not get me wrong, I will not be afraid of trading him away because we have a player that is much bigger that we need to re-sign this season by the name of Darren Nicholas. Now, he's on this was basically his entry-level deal. The game signed him to a 2 or 3 year deal at $1.06 million. So that's why he is on that contract, because I didn't offer that contract to him. It's because we didn't have enough cap space, and the game needed to make up for it, so they offered contracts to some of our unsigned players. But yeah, let's just head on to the regular season. We will see if our players do get, or if the players we offer contracts to in free agency, we'll see if they do sign with us. Now, Chubarov and Shogren did, so that's nice. That definitely helps us out for sure. Now, despite the drop in overall from Luukkonen, our team is still pretty damn good. We are still listed as champions. I mean, to be honest, when you see our top 6, how could you really disagree with that? And I do have some player potentials to change. I don't remember if I did it in the last or off screen after the last episode. I don't think I did, but I might have. Now, if I didn't, I will make sure to go do that. But guys, just a heads up, we are going to make our franchise line this year, which I'm pretty excited to do. Not an offer to Ronaldo yet either. If he doesn't get an offer, he will be gone. I'll just trade him away. And I think that might clear up cap space too, which we do need because we are going to need to sign Nicholas this season. Vladimir Moroza just lost. Okay, people are getting signed because we don't have enough players in the AHL, which I kind of forgot about signing prospects, to be honest. I definitely needed to do that. But I can look once we make it to the regular season. I can definitely do that. So, captaincy. I do want to look at this. We have Benson an assistant, Yoshimura an assistant, and David our captain, which I was thinking about having instead of Yoshimura an assistant. I was thinking about having Nickerson our other assistant, just so we have one defenseman who is an assistant, which we will do that. I think next year in the game we should be able to have 3 assistants because it is a thing in the NHL. There's lots of teams who have 3 assistants. I don't know why it's not in the game. So yeah, let's do best lines. See what the team is looking like. Why is Perrin? So okay, so I didn't change all the potentials. So let's go and do that, and then we'll do best lines again, and we'll see if then that makes sense. So let's sort it. Stay in Houston. We will go by centers first. So we have Benson, Zadina, and we need. Okay, so I do need to change one player there. As for left wings, we've got Gibson, who needs to go to a right wing, which I did not change. I didn't write that down either, but I do need to change him to a right wing. As for the lines that I made, we're going to keep him as a sniper as well, just so you guys know. So we'll save that. Barry Gibson, now a right winger. Pekka Markkanen staying as a left winger. Chevrolet is going to be going to a right winger now. Let's do that. Details. What number is he? 54. Nice. Right wing, we will change just that. Simple. Very good. I'm glad it's simple and we don't have to do some stupid, weird shit like that. Gorin is also going to be a right winger, and I'm changing him to a 2-way forward. So let's go and do that. Wow, that is a greasy Cheeto stash. We have a number 54 and a number 53. Nice. 2-way forward. There we go. Franklin Gorin, one of our right wingers as well. Nobles is staying a left wing. My voice just cracked hard there, not gonna lie. Right wings, Curtis David is staying. Darren Nicholas, though, we are changing to a left wing, and we are changing him also to a playmaker, which we will do that now. We have a 49 as well. There's some weird numbers on this team. Left wing, playmaker. We're going to try that this season. So on our top line, we'll have a playmaker, a 2-way forward, and a sniper. We will see how that goes. Continuing on for the right wings, so we have Perrin, who is going to be our center this season. Or center, not our center. He's a short guy. He's number 28. Center, yeah, I believe I want to keep him as a sniper. I didn't change his potential when I wrote it down, so we'll keep it like that. And I believe that is all that we have to change. Now, Chubarov is ready for the NHL, so whether he will play in the NHL or not, Sjostrom should not be in the NHL, though. That kind of screws me up, to be honest. We'll see what we're going to do with Chubarov there. Defensively, though, Nickerson we are going to keep as a 2-way defenseman. Roning, I should really change him to a defensive D-man. I'm just going to do it. We're going to change him to a defensive D-man again. He also dropped an overall. He's now an 86, unfortunately, which I'm not too happy about, because that it really does affect our team in many ways, because he is our number 2, if not number 3 defenseman. Sometimes our number 1, depending on how Nickerson is doing. Honka, we are going to keep as a 2-way, although I still argue having him as an offensive defenseman. Trojanovic, I'm still worried about this season because we have Trojanovic and Hillis, who are both listed as top 4s, and Stewart still not happy here, listed as a top 6 because he just doesn't get ice time. Now, Trojanovic, I did want to keep at a 2-way. I mean, I could change him to a defensive D-man because I know he doesn't necessarily put up points that much, but he puts up more points than Roning, so we'll keep him like that. And as for Hillis, on the offensive side, I don't know what we're going to do there. Stewart, though, we're going to keep the same. Who are the goalies that are here in the NHL right now? We have Lukanen and Steckel. Steckel only grew 1 overall. Still a backup goalie. All right. That is all that we needed to do then. I do need to get a depth defenseman though, which I do not have, and I kind of forgot about that when I was doing the things off screen last night. So let's go and best lines the team. I don't know why I did that. Let's change this first. Roster moves in the system. We do have a defenseman in Ulf Jensen. He's listed as a minor top 4 though. Eesh. Stat wise, it's good skating and good defensively. That's about it though. I think I will sign a defenseman then. Let's go look at the goalies in the system. Let's see. Vallette's 78 now. Probably, yeah. I was going to say probably listed as a backup then. And Deschamps is listed as a minor starter. Maisonneuve is now up to a 68 as well, so that's not good. Whether I don't know if I don't know if he'll still be in the CHL either. Let's go and send down Shorstrom though, and Chubarov. You know what? I guess we'll send down Nobles then, since Nobles is listed as a depth forward. Yeah, and we'll have Chubarov in the NHL then. No, I could keep Nobles there. All right, nice. So I do need to sign a defenseman though. So let's go look and do that. So best lines, we'll do this again. Why is Perrin on the second line center? Like, what the fuck? Why would I want Perrin on the second line center? Oh God. That third line is something to be messed with, and considering that's why he was on the second line. Why are you listed as a second line forward? You literally have 2 teammates beside you that are 2 overall higher, and they're listed as thirds. Why, game? Why does this game have to do that to me? Damn it. I'm keeping Zadina there. We're going to take out Nobles, though, for Chubarov. That pisses me off a lot, I'm not going to lie. Because we're going to need to give ice time to Supre, to Gorin, to not Chubarov. We don't really need to give him ice time. We're going to need to give ice time to Chevry, Perrin, Markkanen. We need to give ice time to Gibson and to Yoshimura too, because they aren't necessarily playing in the roles. Well, I mean, Supre and Gorin aren't, and then Gibson and Yoshimura aren't, but Chevry, well, Perrin's not. Yeah, I'm going to need to give ice time to Perrin too. Damn it. That is not good at all. That is, oh my. Okay, that's Roning. I thought that was Trojanovic. I thought Trojanovic was an 86 for a second, and I was about to piss myself. What do I do? I don't really want an offensive and a defensive defenseman playing together. You know what, we'll just keep it the way it is then. Goalie's gonna keep it like that as well. You'll see how that works out then. Yeah, sure. Let's go and look for a depth defenseman now. Really quickly. Free agents. There we go. Hopefully there's one that isn't... Oh, yeah, I still have to trade Ronaldo, too. Actually... Ronaldo's actually now a second liner, too. What I could do, really, is I could look somewhere to get a depth defenseman and a third line forward, and trading away Ronaldo and Perrin, because I didn't expect Perrin to be listed as a second liner. So teams that can afford them and that have the contract space, Anaheim does. Like I said, I need a third liner. Moeller is a second liner, I mean, for sure, but I tried. Let's see. Overall wise, we'll look at forwards first. Gregoire, second liner. Sherbak, second liner. Don Hartman, don't trust him, he would grow. I hate that, man. Why are some 82s listed as second liners? That's terrible. We have Tom Wilson, but that's just not great. Clint Moses, I could bring him back. I mean, he's still listed as a second line or a third liner. I could bring him back. Whether I necessarily want, or whether I want to, though. Defensively, let's go and look for a depth defenseman. Maxim Kapitanov wouldn't be bad, but he's probably going to grow. Valimaki, I'm not taking back. Jacob Moveare. Marco Jokela. Nathaniel Celios, probably not going to grow. Wasn't he one of our players too? I believe so. We traded a lot of players, a lot of places. Let's go and look somewhere else, though. Not liking what I saw in Anaheim. How about Chicago? Third liners. Wow, defense is not good over there. Did I say third liners? Didn't mean to. Or I do need to look for the third liner, but I meant to look at a depth defenseman. Simone Carly. Carly? I don't know. I mean, really, what's the point of bringing in a 76 if I could just use a 76? I might just call up. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. So, you know, let's add Carly. I'm gonna call him Carly, by the way. Let's look for a third liner here. Tristan Conklin. He could still grow though. Evan Edmonds. Sure, let me take you in. Let's get another goddamn franchise player on this team. Now, they don't necessarily have to be the best third liner either. Jeremy Bracco's an interesting one. He could probably help out offensively on that third line a shit ton, which is not a bad option. Darcy Staubitz as well, not a bad option. Brett Howden, not a bad option either. He's got a wicked shot. But you know what? Jeremy Bracco, they do want to get rid of him too. So Carly and Bracco in exchange for Ronaldo and Perrin, but I'm getting draft picks back from them. Wow, they're going to have a good team. I should really change Johansson back to a center just to help them out. Change Johansson back to a center, have Gaudreau as a right wing, and then change Edmonds to or keep Edmonds as a left wing. You know what? I might do that just to help Chicago out for the future. I mean, their first line still would be Saad, Johansson, and Gaudreau, but until Edmonds is better, they have really good left wing depth. To be honest, they're gonna have, like, if I weren't changing anything, they'd have Gaudreau, Saad, Weeks, and then Edmonds. They also have Conklin there too, so I really do need right wings, to be fair. Let's go and look at draft picks from Chicago. They have our first this season. Can I get their first, though? I'd be more interested in their first. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I tried. I feel like we could get our first back, though. How about a third from them next season, then? I feel like that might go through. Now, I do want to look at something really quickly just before I do make this trade go through. Value for our goalies, did they go down? I think these three did go down a little bit, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm not going to trade them a goalie, though. I think that will go through. Quite close to fair value, really. That's not going through. I feel like that should most definitely be going through, to be honest with you, because you guys are definitely getting the better deal. Can I get a third in 2029 then instead? Trade rejected. Alright, well, let's go and get our first back, their third next year, then we'll send them another player or another draft pick. Let's see, what do I have unsigned? Or who do I have unsigned that just isn't going to make it, more than likely? 64 at 20 in West, sure. I could probably, you know what, I might try and squeeze a second out of them then, just because I'm an asshole and I'm a stingy GM. Could I get the second out of it? No, I couldn't. Alright, well, let's just go get the third then. Actually, let's try and get the fourth this season and their third next season. Would that then go through? Proposed trade? Yes, it will. Alright, so those were the moves that we just made then. That should help our team out a decent amount. Maybe I should have traded away one of the defensemen that are listed as top fours, but I decided to not do that. So those are going to be the lines for this season by the looks of it. Defensively, yep. Stewart's actually back up to a 78 now too. That's nice. That's good. He's not pissed anymore, which is good. I mean, I could try to give him ice time, but okay, he went up after we traded away those two players, and he liked them. That doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess that is it. Let's just make sure that they are. Well, Bracco's there, but let's make sure that the extra defenseman is there, which he is. All right, nice. Goalies, yep. Defensemen, yep. There we go. I mean, that is basically it, I would say, guys. Do we have time to sim in this game? Or in this game, in this episode? Not really, to be honest. I didn't expect it to take this long, but this is what the team is going to look like, guys. Let me know what you think. I think it's a good team. I'm still kind of worried about how Luukkonen is going to do. But, yeah. Well, yeah, that is going to be it from me in this episode, guys. I will do the sim of the regular season in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.